Today we're bringing in some Chardonnay for our sparkling cuvee. It's very important when you make sparkling wine that you have very clean fruit. Otherwise, the fermentation in the bottle, we're going to have problems. If you see how when the grapes come in, the juice doesn't really look pretty. And then at the end, you have a product like sparkling wine. It's really clean. You got bubbles. It's kind of actually amazing, and that's all we make. It's just sparkling wine. That's kind of my passion, to really try to perfect that. These things are all temperature controlled, so we chill the juice down to 45 to 50 degrees. Let it sit for 48 hours, so the heavy solids will go down to the bottom of the tank. It's kind of another cleaning process. So after that, we are putting it in a different tank, add the yeast, and start our first primary fermentation. Our next step is doing our second fermentation in the bottle. This is our wine filler right here. The bottles go through and run through the filler, come out on the other end with our sparkling, or at least at this point it's still wine. So instead of like a normal wine, we will put a regular cork in, we are putting a crown cap on. So the bottle goes in here, puts the cap on, and then it comes out like this. So we got the yeast and the sugar in the bottle, and then we lay the bottle in the bin this way. This is our Tirage Warehouse. Tirage means the stage where the bottle fermentation starts, and we're aging this for 2 years. So we put our bottles in these bins, and one of these bins are about 40 cases. So it's about 400 to 500 bottles per bin. And in this particular warehouse, we have a second one, but this particular we're storing about 8,000 cases. This is our next process, the secondary fermentation in the bottle. So the yeast will take over the sugar and converts the sugar into alcohol, but that also produces the CO2. So this is the method Champenois process. So this is our next step. We have the yeast all the way down to the cap of the bottle. Then we stick it in this chiller, and then 10 minutes later, this is ice. So the yeast is all the way up here. This is the ice plug. Then we can turn it so the yeast don't float back into the bottle. So this is our disgorging machine. This machine actually takes the yeast out and adjusts the bottle back to 750 mils, and it also adds the dosage to sweeten up our sparkling wine to the proper level. So, and then when it comes out of the disgorging machine, this is our corker. So champagne corks are a lot different than wine corks. Champagne corks don't go all the way in. They only go about this far. Most bottles have a line, so you don't want to go past the line. Otherwise you have trouble getting the corks out, and you don't want it up here, because once you take the wire hood off, it might blow the cork out. So the next machine right here, this is the wire hooder. We put the wire hood on by hand. So this is a relatively simple technology. This is a bottle washer, and it actually cleans the bottle and then puts a lot of hot air out to dry the water off. When the bottle comes out of the washer, we are checking for, make sure we don't have any cloudy bottles or any floaters in the bottles. That's kind of quality control. And then the bottle gets put on this belt, and the bottle goes all the way down here. So the crimper puts the foil on automatically. This is all done by air pressure. And then this is our label machine. So this machine actually lines the coin with the foil, so this is in perfect line. This product actually was aged 2 years prior to this disgorging, and then we get another month or so in the bottle before we release it in the market. We are aging it for you, so when it's on the shelf, it'll be ready to drink. People always say, when you drink sparkling wine, you're a happier person, so hopefully that's true too.